Alright guys, welcome to this episode of UNCUT, and today we have 3-year consecutive PropNex Millionaire Ivan Seah with us. He's a good friend, so I'll let him introduce himself.
Hello everyone, I'm Ivan Seah. I'm Sim, we are in PropNex, and yes, thankful to hit my millionaire. And yes, how can I help you today?
Okay, very good. So,
Yes.
okay, a lot of people know Ivan is because he is very good at tagging. So for context, right, tagging is when you have a internal co-bro, external co-bro coming to view a new launch, and he is the project specialist that help close the deal. And I think why I decided to include you and invite you for this podcast is because I really feel very inspiring, right? Because for all you know, right, Ivan's closing has never been about resale. It's all about new launch. And he has, so this is something that we always talk in the industry, right? That Ivan don't have a property guru account, right? Because his closing is really depending on his reputation and how our internal agent network really trusts him so much to allow him to help tag a project, and so that he can actually get the closing done. And I think that's what we call a 金牌 tagger, right? So I want to ask you, how did you get to this stage, right? It cannot be the moment you join the industry and then you suddenly become a 金牌 tagger. So maybe you can share with us when did you first start being in real estate, what did you do before, and then how you slowly, I don't know, what made you take this path?
Okay, of course, first of all, I'm specialized in tagging. But I also do resale and rental.
You also do, huh?
I do.
So start all this
my
part.
friends, I do resale and rental. Yeah. If not, yes, I work in partnership with my wife as well. Although I don't have property guru account, yes, but my wife do. So of course, but yeah, Nicholas is right. I'm full-fledged tagger. That's my career path in PropNex. And how I started was way back when I just started in the industry.
That was back which year?
I think probably about 14, 15 years ago.
Wow,
15 years ago. Veteran.
Yeah.
Already. I started off actually doing room rental.
Room rental?
Yeah, because I didn't start off
Shack.
with shack. I meet a lot of different kind of people.
Yeah.
But it was quite exciting because before that,
room rental fail lah.
exciting for me because before that my job is more desk bound.
What were you doing before?
I was in Canon Singapore.
Oh, the camera brand.
Yeah, camera brand, yes, but I do mainly actually the functional copiers. Yeah, I was in the global account team.
Okay.
So, but I was more towards the desk bound.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I get to meet more people, actually, it excites me a bit more. Yeah, I get to see different property, and of course, doing room rentals, meet all kind of people. So that was quite eye-opening.
Really a lot of people, funny people, right?
A lot of people. Yeah, in fact, most of my room rental that time when I started off was in Geylang.
Wow.
So yeah, meet a lot of different people. Yeah, but it helped me shape my property journey. Yeah, I thought it was quite exciting from the start.
Then how do you? So this is very interesting, because in industry, room rentals are actually very tough because not only the quantum is low, you also have a lot of 手尾, right?
Yes.
So how did you move out of that? Because some people I know, some agents I know are stuck. They are very good at room rentals, then they move to just purely rental for every other thing.
It is.
Right? So how do you move from, it's a very different product, right? Room rental to new launches. How do you pivot from that?
So because I didn't have a lot of capital from the start, yeah, and I thought that without much capital, I think the easiest for me to start, in terms of learning, in terms of probably sales, is to join a project marketing team. Yeah, so that's where I started. I think it's also one of the Geylang projects. It's a boutique project.
Okay.
Yeah, so from there, actually, I picked up the trade. Yeah, I learned from, and thank God, for the first project, I have a few closing, and it started from there. That time there wasn't any tagging.
It's just direct close.
It's just direct, or maybe an external agent from other companies coming, then we help with the presentation and such. Yeah, so that was the start.
Okay. So was that the reason why you realized that actually it's something that you want to do rather than room rentals? Or
It was, I think it's definitely more exciting than room rentals.
the com also quite exciting.
Commission at that time, I wouldn't say it's a lot. I think way back like 14, 15. But it's actually better than my first job, let's say. But I start to enjoy more because if you know, actually deep down, I'm quite introvert.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
You
And
can
just
tell.
now he was saying he's a bit kanchiong, but actually I feel that he is actually doing his best. So I think that is a very good thing about, I think all achievers, right, always have this mindset is that just do it, just try.
That's it. Yeah,
very
I'm
good.
not a natural speaker, but
No
I
problem.
try.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. So yeah, exciting. I think get to see new properties. Get to see people that's excited about their first purchase, people excited about buying investment. Yeah, so off to a good start, and I enjoy what I'm doing from the start as well.
Okay, sounds good. So in this situation, right? So looking at from room rentals, then slowly to the project marketing. It's definitely full of ups and downs, right? So when was the breakthrough year for you? So your first millionaire, when was the first year?
Okay, first year was when after I joined PropNex. Yeah, before that I was in boutique companies.
Okay.
Yeah, but after I joined PropNex, it's quite life-changing. Yeah, because from there I meet many different mentors, the trainings, the platform, yeah, and starts to believe that actually the first 100,000 is achievable. The
So back then
second,
first started like 很难哦.
yeah, because
Right.
even my previous company, I'm frankly speaking, I'm very consistent. Yeah, my comp has never been 100,000.
Oh really? Consistently
Consistently
below lah.
low. Yeah, but
So which year was this?
if I remember correctly, it's actually it's not many years back. I think it's about 2020, 2021. That's when I first...
2021, and then you switch over to PropNex.
Okay, correction. I joined PropNex, I think it's around 2017, 2018.
2018.
Yeah, then I think when I hit the million, it was about 2020 or 2021, if I remember correctly.
So just within 3 years from where you were, and then right away 3 years later you hit your first million. Right. Then from that point to the million, now that is very crucial because I think this question is a lot of people's mind, right? What actually made that jump?
Okay. Firstly, thank God lah. Of course, is I was led to PropNex. Yeah, I was led to taggings. Yeah, that was my first exposure to taggings. What actually led to, I think the breakthrough comes when I joined a project called, it's a project in Hougang. Yeah, and I started to actually start closing deals then, and people starts to recognize me. Yeah, starts to trust that I'm able to help with their client. Yeah, and that's actually when I start building up a name because that's the project that I actually close more. Yeah, so that gave me the confidence, and of course naturally when I built such a base, people start through words of mouth, and that's how it rolls on. Yeah, so that's when my roots started.
So you say your first millionaire is 2021.
About
So
2021.
so that jump right from 2020 to 2021, right? So what is the difference?
Okay, so for example, I think the big jump firstly is the project in Hougang. Secondly, it was actually during COVID.
During COVID,
During
is when the
COVID.
year where people are like struggling.
Yeah, circuit breaker.
Circuit breaker, you
Yeah.
break through.
That's the breakthrough. That's one of the breakthrough timing. Yeah. Okay, when circuit breaker come, naturally, a lot of people thinks that okay, for agent, off work already.
Yeah.
I stay at home. Now, who will buy property, right? I
Yes.
think now it's circuit breaker, they can't even see show flats.
Sure. Of course.
Yeah.
Can't even go out. What?
Can't even go up.
Yeah.
So for myself, I also think that, okay lah. Now I think I don't have to work as much. My newborn just my wife just delivered, just arrived. Yeah, so I thought that maybe this is the time that I can really spend time with the family. Yeah, but somehow, right, it was my busiest period.
Wow.
It turns out to be my busiest period.
Wow, that is quite interesting because I think a lot of people that I speak to, COVID really was the year that they had to do drastic changes.
Yeah, drastic changes, cooking at home, pick up new hobbies.
And then, but you made your first million in COVID.
During that time, I think, I did pretty well during that time. Yeah, from my first Zoom, because last time we only can conduct show flat presentation through Zoom, so people see virtual tour, people look at the numbers. Yeah, it's also quite a blessing in disguise now, because for client, right, before circuit breaker, maybe when they go to the show flat, everything should very nice. Yeah, you see the model, the show flat is nice. But when we do our presentation through Zoom, right, then maybe buyers have more of the opportunity to really look into like the numbers. Yeah, does it make sense?
So instead of aesthetic and visual, now their focus is more on whether this can be bought or not.
Yeah, whether
this is a good buy
does it make sense? Is it a good buy comparing to the surrounding, compared to what had been transacted before? Yeah, so actually circuit breaker, when it comes, right, from the first deal to the next deal, everything progresses so fast. Yeah, every day from maybe 7 a.m. in the morning, I can be doing back-to-back Zoom until probably 12 a.m. to 1 a.m.
That is a lot of business.
Yeah, I didn't. That's okay. I mean, business is of course one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's to close by the end of the day, right?
yeah, it's to close. But I didn't have the mentality that I must close all the time. I'm just doing what I can.
What you do best, showing the project and the numbers.
Yeah, and buyer do have a lot of times because they also spend their circuit breaker at home.
Correct.
So maybe they have more time to maybe just sit through maybe one and a half hours Zoom to really get to know what are the property options they have. Yeah, so in fact that was my busiest period, and that was probably one of the timing that I might break through as well.
Wow, that is very, very inspiring because like I say, circuit breaker is the time where people are either relaxing, change pivot, or they don't know what to do and don't know what to go against, right?
It was.
So for you actually had so much of a breakthrough that you had back-to-back viewings. But would you say that this actually changes how people look at properties? Because I think adoption rate is one thing, right? I mean, to me, back then it's like, how can you show a unit and not be there physically, right?
Yeah.
So how do you overcome that, or it's just something that you think that since you're an introvert, right, then it's actually easier for you?
It's easier in the sense that I don't have to travel. Yeah, everything is just in my room. Yeah, back-to-back appointment can be handled without traveling. Yeah, so it was definitely easier for me. Yeah, but of course it was also very tedious. Yeah, because for example, if I back-to-back Zoom, then in between, if there's a closing, then of course I have to prepare the paperwork back end also. So a lot of things actually comes together.
It's very compressed.
Very compressed.
Whack everything at one time.
Yeah, then client may be waiting for the paperwork, while I still have Zoom appointments that I can't push back also. So, but that was an eye-opener. I learned a lot through that period. But I also start to think that, when buyer buy property, right, it's not only just about, for example, the model, how it looks like, the floor plan, how it looks like, but sometimes buyer would like to know, for example, deep down, the insights to how the surrounding performs, all those. So it actually helps me to actually prepare myself for other future plannings as well.
So in this case, I feel you have already done more than what normal taggers have been doing, right? To really drill deep down into a specific project to identify what is suitable for the buyer, right? Would you say that that is something that sets you apart, or what do you think sets you apart from other taggers? This one 打广告时间了。
We have many amazing taggers, definitely. And I also would like to also...
I also tagger.
Yeah, you also tagger, can look for him also. Yeah, I think for me, because I don't have a lot of direct client, so I don't really know how other tagger work. Yeah, of course, I would like to learn from them also, because sometimes I may be blinded by maybe things that I can improve on. Yeah, so I would say for me, I always try to find the little difference. Maybe when I observe how other taggers are doing, I always ask myself, how can I improve? How can I add in things? Or maybe reduce things that maybe not as redundant, maybe as redundant. Yeah, so I always look at those little things that I can do to actually differentiate myself. Yeah, so that's always one of my core beliefs. To excel, we have to find a little difference.
The
Yeah.
little devil details there lah. The little details
yeah,
right?
the little details.
So in I think that's the spirit I feel that all achievers have, right? They're always thinking to find ways to improve, to do better, and all that. So the next question is, you are consecutive 3 years a millionaire, right? How do you keep that consistency?
Okay, so of course, a correction is that I think my first million was 2020 or 2021.
Correct.
Then after that, actually in between, didn't hit.
Oh, so it's
Didn't
not
hit.
consecutive.
Not consecutive.
But three times lah.
Three times.
Okay.
Because realistically, it's not really realistic that a tiger can hit millionaire every year.
It's quite impressive because if you are in the industry, you'll know that a lot of the bulk of the commission comes in from either resale or new launches in terms of the direct buyers. So tagging really take up a small percentage of the sales. And yet with that small percentage of that comp, you are still able to hit, which is why I feel it's really inspiring for the taggers to be out there, that you are here today to share with them how to become like you, right? So that consistency is really something that we want to see. You know, what are you doing differently?
Okay.
Yeah.
Firstly, pray. To stay consistent, I think self-motivation is quite important. Always look at how we can improve ourselves. Yeah, always reflect. Yeah, I mean, every case that didn't go through, every case that went through, also, I mean, there's always lessons to be learned. Yeah, and always open to learning. Yeah, so always if I can, I will try to attend trainings, sharings.
Yes.
Yeah, even by watching YouTubes nowadays, there's a lot of YouTube's video. Yeah, so I think it's that consistent learning that keeps you motivated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was there a point in time in your career where you were really like down, like really, shit, this is like...
In fact, before I joined PropNex, yeah, because as I shared, my
Right,
was very consistent.
Consistent below 100.
Yeah, it's so consistent that I think that maybe it's time
to
change. Yeah, I even went for SQ interview.
Got the vibes,
Got the vibes,
Oppa vibes.
Ota. Yeah, SQ interview. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I didn't manage, I didn't get it because subsequently, of course, COVID came. Yeah. If not, I think things may have been very different.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah. So yeah, even at one point, I do question myself: is this industry for me? Yeah. But looking back, I can only thank God. Yeah. I mean, how He brought me through. That's why always, no matter what, I always try to give thanks.
Yeah, give thanks. Okay, very good. So, what is a typical day like for you?
Okay, recently my daughter just asked me like, hey, why always? Because weekends she don't have school.
Weekends are our busiest time, right?
Yeah, weekends are our busiest time. So recently she just asked me, how come every weekend I can't be with her? Yeah, so my typical day, of course, if it's like, for example, for the past 2 weeks, there's 2 launches that came together.
The Tengah and the Bay.
Tengah Bay. So my day could start from as early as maybe 7 p.m., 8 p.m. I mean, to prepare, because first appointment is 10. Some people may come earlier, 9:30. So that means I have to wake up at 7. Then it starts tagging back to back. If it's popular project, especially weekends.
It's very hard to...
Yeah, back to back, no time for lunch, no time for dinner. Yeah, then even after finish appointment, right, then there'll be Zoom usually at night. I think for people that needs reassurance, for people that can't make it to the show flat, for overseas buyer. So we have to go through Zoom with them. Yes, we have to go through Zoom with them. So it could last until probably 10, 11. Yeah, then for the earlier day of the preview, if I want to fine-tune my slides, yeah, probably I'll take another 1 to 1.5 hours. Yeah. So that's like one whole day
gone already.
schedule. Yeah. So it's quite back to back. So even though they say taggings don't have much marketing costs, yeah, but I think the
time
it's the time.
It's the time is the one that you really put in. So, having said that, then let's say if today, right, we remove the branding of Ivan Seah to tagging, then you start to have your own team. Do you have a team, by the way?
I don't have.
You don't have a team. So let's say today, in order to free up your time, right, you say, hey, maybe I should have a team and get some of your teammates to help you. Do you think that it will work?
I think it may. I think as long as you put the heart into it, yeah, everything that we do, I think it can work. It's whether we want it or not. Yeah, so yeah, maybe I may take your suggestion, maybe for team building.
Start a team building.
Yeah, if not, my dark circles get.
Yeah, because I mean, I understand, you know, when your daughter starts to ask you questions like that, you also feel, oh shit, you know, really no time. And then now I need to spend time. But and I feel because tagging is something that is quite personalized, meaning to say your ICPs who trust you, they only want you, ma. It's like, hey, 我只要找 Ivan 我不要找别人. So when it comes down to really freeing up your time, then there are only two ways about it, right? Either you have your own team or then you don't have time. So it's something that you really need to consider. But then, what about when there are no launches? How is your time being done? Are you going to? Is it going to be like very free? Is it either very busy or either very free?
Okay, as much as I can. When there's no launches, of course, there's still post launches. That means those already launched. So definitely there will still be appointments. Yeah, try as much to attend trainings. Yeah, then of course family time. I think it's then that when it's the least peak period, I get to spend more time with family. So the only time I can spend really quality time is when I travel.
Go out of the country.
No tagging, because if I'm in Singapore, right? Yeah, I think most of the time I'll still be looking at phone, replying message.
Yeah, tell me about it, man.
Yeah, if got appointment comes, I will still go. Yeah, but in overseas, then it's really probably family.
So when you have appointments during your family time, what happens?
No choice lah, but of course see what I priority.
So you can do lah.
Yeah, initially in my early years, actually most tagging I may go. That's why, but I try to take things easier. Yeah, because of course definitely there'll be conflict. Yeah, for example, even last time, in the midst of my wife's birthday, you
have to run off.
I have to run off. I'm sorry, my wife. But I'm very thankful to her. For her, she has been very understanding. Yeah, but conflict bound to have. Yeah, so nowadays I try to set my priority. Yeah, if it's really quality time with family, then I may not take up that appointment.
Understand. So I mean, your clients will understand, I mean, your ICP will understand, right?
Yes, I hope so. They will.
Okay, so being multiple time millionaire, what kind of pressure do you have to keep it up, or do you think that you don't have any pressure at all?
To me, I'm very satisfied. Yeah, when I started industry, it wasn't a hard goal that I must achieve a million. Yeah, so I'm already very thankful that I managed to achieve it, like not once, twice, but thrice. It's never in my wildest imagination, because all along I'm only doing taggings.
Yeah, I mean, it's really impressive.
So I'm really very, very thankful. Yeah, whether there's pressure, of course, bound to have. Yeah, so but I try to not affect me as much. Yeah, just trust the process. Yeah, I think God has shown many times.
Yeah, I think He has shown many times.
He has shown many times.
Yes. So okay, great. So thank you for your sharing. But one more piece of advice for taggers to be. What as in taggers to be, or people who want to be like you, right? So what is one piece of advice that you'll give them?
One piece of advice, of course. Firstly, if you want to, come into the career as a tagger, then firstly, the first advice is to pray about it. Yeah, to pray about it. Then of course, second, as I shared earlier, if you're a tagger or any other route that you're going, always try to observe, try to learn, and find that little niche that you can always improve to set yourself apart from the rest.
Okay, very good. I'm taking down notes because I also want to give it a shot and see whether I can do it or not, right? Alright, so thank you very much, Ivan. Really appreciate you said that you're nervous and you still managed to come for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.